All right. Let's fire up this live stream here today's. Feels good to be at home by myself live streaming. So I'm gonna screw around for a few minutes here and just kind of let people join in. It's my first ever live stream during the day. I'm usually on here late at night. Let's turn this volume down. Hey, Justin Gutierrez, you got in here quick. No power. What? I'm in. Oh wow, Fort Myers, Florida. No power. How the heck are you watching my live stream with no power then? I hope that you're safe. Hope that you're. Hope everything went okay for you, man. Had some friends in Tampa and some friends that actually live further, like closer to Miami, I think, that chose to stay. So, hey Grant Welsh, you're watching in school. I guess that means I'm being a bad example here. So actually I'm in between jobs right now. I left working at the Ford dealership so I can go and be a teacher at WYO Tech, Wyoming Technical Institute. So I'm gonna be cracking down on guys like you. So haven't live streamed in a while. How's my sound seem? Does everything seem okay here? Like I said, I'm just kind of screwing around here while I let people get in here and make sure that I got my sound on good. Looks like I lost both of you. One of you got caught watching the video, and one of you ran out of power probably. It was almost on purpose. So, like I'm saying, this is going to be an all Jeep stream today. We're going to do some off-roading here in a bit. I'm going to do some playground games, and I'm going to do some actual races, I think. I think I'm going to build a couple Jeeps. Going to do like an actual race, maybe Goliath or something. Have to take good luck on your tests, Grant. I appreciate you checking in to say hi. Whoops. Okay, so while I'm letting more people join here, I'm just gonna go and look for some places to off-road with this Jeep. Actually built this Jeep last night just for this live stream, because I'm that kind of guy. Hey, some steps to go up with my new Jeep. Oh, come on. Everybody hate the guy with the Jeep? Give me a break. These are drivatars even. That's too easy. I need to jump it. come on, you gotta make it up that. There we go. There we go, that's fun. I really wish this game had some trails on it that you could drive just like that right there. Actually have to work your way through it. But that's doable and not stuff like this right here. It looks doable, but it's not. So one of the things we're going to deal with today is this invisible wall. As you can see, there's clearly an invisible wall here that I'm running up. Last night while I was screwing around online, wound up following some redneck from Mississippi that was playing on here. And I know I wouldn't be offended by that because he kept calling himself that. And he thought he was really old. He thought he was the oldest person playing. You know, I didn't have my mic on. I'm just listening to him arguing with everybody else. Thinking he's the oldest one on here and he's a redneck from Mississippi. Little did he know he was being followed around by a redneck from Kentucky and Wyoming and Tennessee, whichever you want to call my home. That's probably older than he was. So, looks like not a whole lot of people will be joining in today, probably being a daytime live stream. So I'm just going to go ahead and do what I came here to do, which is to start off by showing this really cool way you can get around the invisible wall if you're in a Jeep Trailcat. Now I'm told by the Mississippi redneck that you have to have a Jeep Trailcat. That might not be the truth. There is a little place you can get through that wall and drive around outside. I'm going to drive there now. You probably all, since there's only one of you watching, you probably all recognize where I'm at. The bottom of the map, going through the jungle. Headed towards the place where you can get through the wall. After we have a deadly crash.
To complete nearby. Would you like me to set a route there for you?
No, Anna, I do not want to do your stupid bucket list challenge. Okay, so here at this location on the map. And even though we're just getting started out and there's only one person watching, I know some people will watch. Oh, they will watch after the fact. So let's go ahead and talk to those guys too. You're looking at the map. You come over here to this little area right here. And preferably in a Trailcat. You're going to drive along here looking at these houses and such. Don't look at the road. You might hit a car. Okay, when you get to the end of the houses, pull off and check out this little area right here. Pretty sure that was it. Let me double check myself. Yep, that's it. So you're going to come up to this wall. And at first it seems impassable. But what we really want to do is get over here to the left. Kind of over to the left of that wall. So I just kind of have to slide up and over it. That did not work. There we go. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. So we have gotten around the wall now. Now the invisible wall is still there. It's up to our right. Great, it's going to rain on us so you can't see anything. So you creep down here very slow. You're in an area here where any wrong move and you just fall through the earth. So there you can see I'm touching the invisible wall. And actually, last night I was able to get around it right here. As you saw how I almost broke through the wall there. If you go through, or get too close to, or go through that rock wall, it boots you all the way out. So you just kind of feel along here until you find the edge. Yeah, I think I've actually gone past it. There's a hole here. I thought it was right here by this tree. But I'm hitting the wall there. Hope they didn't patch this just since last night. Oh crap, oh crap. Okay, so now I gotta go do this again. This actually seemed a lot easier last night. This part here. Alright, there we go. I have changed my bumper since last night, so maybe it's this tree here. Nope. I remember just barely crawling around the edge of a tree. This is going to ruin everything. You know what? I bet you I have to be online, maybe. Plus... online free roam.
Okay.
I was in free roam when I did this, so let's see if that's what the issue is here. It's probably going to kick me out of this little area when I do my little flash thing into free roam. Nope, I'm still here. Alright. Okay, Forza Land, don't screw me over now. Based a whole live stream on this. Oh. That was it right there. Now we have gotten... now we've gotten past the invisible wall. So, if you're trying this, don't be too afraid when you fall through the earth. Because it will respawn you up on top. We're going to keep doing this. I don't remember having to drive that far down. So you kind of have to go in between the edge of the earth and the invisible wall here. So this is where you just creep. Just barely move along. Like that green paint shining there. That's a color I made myself. Wanted it to look kind of like a trail cat color, but completely clutch trick. So the trick here is to not get so close to the wall that it boots you out and back onto the map, but yet don't fall through the earth also. And you basically just have to go real slow and feel around, because any little place you'll notice you just kind of fall, free fall. So I'm deliberately kind of getting over here. Oh, there we go. just to show you that there's this edge of the map. But if you get too far over to the right on the other side there, it can send you back over into the regular map onto the road, and we don't want that. So we're going to go this way, and I've found that you can actually drive underwater at a certain point when you're over here. Oh, getting close. See how close I am to that steep edge? But yeah, just to my left, I fall off the map. This is really fun when you've got a handful of people where you can kind of cruise through here slow together. And it's also fun to try it out in the first person mode here, because you are going to be going slow, very slow. It kind of gives it a real feel, kind of fun. Make sure I got my mic off. Don't want all these other people to hear me talking. So we're just going to go very slow and cruise through all this until we get to the river where we can drive underwater. And we're going to fall through the earth a few times. Okay. So I need to go a little bit to the right. And see the edge there, so I'm just creeping in between. If I fall off that edge, I've got to go all the way back down to the start point again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I'm driving a little faster because I know if I fall through, it's just going to spawn me right back. Oh crap, oh crap. Right as I start to talk about it. As much as I was spinning around, I could have very easily just rolled down this hill and off and had to start over again. Off that edge, right. Ah, you can't see it. You can barely see, just right there to the right of the Jeep. Some of these places it gets so full of trees near the edge that you have to venture away from it. Hi. Which is what I was doing when I fell through just then. So just kind of feeling around here. Whoops. Getting really close to that edge now. don't want to have to start all this over again, so I want to stay away from the edge. Honestly, something about the whole fear of falling through and feeling like you're in a place you're not supposed to be, it makes this creeping through the woods so much more fun. May not look that fun to watch, but if you try it out, you'll see what I'm talking about. And when we get to the water, that's where it's pretty cool. You want to have two people with you so you can see. So you can see what it looks like when you watch another person drive underwater and watch them jump up out of it. It's pretty cool stuff. And when I was doing this last night on the game, it was actually dark. And that added an element of fun to it also, because you could only see the guys in front of you. You kind of felt like you're actually in the woods with some Jeeps out wheeling together. There's that edge we want to stay away from. Whoa, and there's the other edge we want to stay away from. Some of these places it gets pretty narrow. Some of them you can go pretty good ways out and not have any issues. This is one of the narrower places. Just gonna hit refresh real quick here on my computer screen. All right. So being very careful not to go to the right too far and not to the left too far. I'm getting impatient. But I still need to be careful. There's still... any one of these little spots could screw you up and send you all the way back to the beginning. And I don't want to do that. Okay, we should be getting close. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't want to slide down that hill there and hit those rocks, 'cause that will definitely send me all the way back to the beginning here. Should be getting close to the river that I'm wanting to show you guys. Just coasting down this hill here. So the real challenge here is to be able to do this and not fall through the map. If you can get a group of guys together, so you got one person up in front, and he's kind of feeling around, and when you see that he falls through, or you see that he's starting to fall through, ooh, like that right there, then you can, like the people following him can avoid that spot and kind of feel around somewhere else. That kind of adds to the challenge here, which is fun. Oh crap. But when you're by yourself, you're going to fall through a lot. Hey, Extreme... I can't read that. Extreme Legoides. Sorry for butchering your name. Thanks for joining me here. I wasn't paying attention. If you're just tuning in, what I'm doing here is last night I was playing and I saw some guys driving off the map. So I have gone back to try to follow the path because I followed them, and I'm going back and trying to re-follow that. And basically, to my right is a rock wall, and if I go off of that, it puts me to where I have to go all the way back to my starting point where I found a spot that you can get through the invisible wall. The invisible wall that kind of surrounds the whole map. So right now that invisible wall is to my right, and the edge of the map is to my left, which you've seen me fall off a couple of times. And I'm heading to a place where there's a river, and you can drive in the river off the map, and it will let you go underwater. And even drive like in a place, I don't know how to describe it. Like you're not even, there's nothing, it's just weirdness. You kind of feel like you've driven to the edge of the universe, and you're like in this place where space and time no longer exists. Oh, Linty Graff. Yes, I know who you are now. I've still got a note next to my computer that says Linty Graff first decals. So I told you you'd be the first to get them. I was serious. Oh crap. Need to change your name? Yeah. Let's see here. I actually have several different accounts on YouTube. You can just set up a whole new one without having to change your email and everything. I have this one, the Clutch Trick Gaming. I have RC Wilderness, where I have another channel. So I could actually log on and I could be whoever I want to be. And then I've got the one that's just me, like just my family. There's not really any videos on that. And another channel that's pretty much dormant that I started and then never did anything with. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We are falling through the map. Which, this issue last night made me think it would be awesome if they let you have a winch on this game. Of course, they wouldn't want you to have a winch just for the sole purpose of going out and driving off the edge of the map. Oh crap, oh crap. That is an edge that I don't think we want to go off of. I believe that will put me on the other side of the invisible wall. So we need to stay out here. You can just easily slide and go straight through that wall, and then you have to go all the way back to the starting point. But if you fall through the map, you don't have to restart. So it's not that bad. Talking so much, my throat's getting dry. Which is why I came equipped with a 7-Up. A 7-Up. Who drinks 7-Up? Oh crap. Do I go forward? Yeah. Now we got a tree. Okay, we're getting close to the river spot that I was talking about. Just to show you where I'm at on the map. I am over here off the map behind the invisible wall. Whew. And I think I can get through here without any issues. Let's see. So I'm getting past the dam there that kind of stops you. Getting past that spot here. and we're about to be driving underwater any moment now. But you know, I haven't gone this way before. Yesterday, by this point, I was in the water. Okay, got to mute some of these players. Sounded like a stinking truck driver on a CB. So you can see here, I don't want to go to the drone. You can see where the rocks are all screwed up looking, because we're kind of getting to that point where they weren't worried about what things look like anymore. And you might fall through the earth. Oh crap. Oh no. Ah. I've got to go all the way back through this again. Out of habit, I clicked the X when I saw the thing pop up. And now it put me into this dude's game. So, we don't want to do this. What am I going to do here? Crap. This is not what I wanted to happen at all. I'm even at a point I can't get out of it. So, I guess I'll just quit the race when I start and go back to what we were doing with the Jeep here. That sucks, because that took a long time to get to that spot. I was within moments of showing you how to drive underwater. Which is maybe a good thing. Now we've got a couple more people watching. Oh good, it's just a drag race, so we don't have to worry too much here. Why do a drag race with these types of cars? We'll go ahead and do the drag race, get our little credits, then we'll hop back in the Jeep and run down to the point where you get past the invisible wall. I've never drag raced this Ferrari. I'm assuming I'm going to get destroyed. Yeah, I'm getting destroyed. Such a cool car to be so slow. This is the first really expensive car that I've bought and built on the game, and I'm completely let down by it. Okay, hurry up. We want to get back off road. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, I'm just going to fast travel to the point where you get past the magical invisible wall. I think it was here. I think it was there. Or was it up here? No, it's here. This is where you get past the invisible wall. Crap, hit the wrong thing again. So we'll fast travel there, get back in the Jeep, and I've got a fly that's attacking me. So even though it's a major setback here, this is a good thing. Okay. Let's get back in the Jeep. So if you're just tuning in here, what we are doing is going beyond the invisible wall that surrounds the entire map. And it's something I just discovered last night. I was following a guy that was showing off, and so yeah, I'm basically just following the path that he was taking. And at the end of it, you can get to the point where you can drive underwater. It's really cool. But it's not something you're just going to find by accident. You kind of have to have someone show you, so that's what I'm doing here. So you come to this spot on the map where there's these little houses, and there's that brick wall back behind the houses. You need to get beyond that brick wall. And right here is the place to do it at. You're gonna need, according to the guy that showed me, you have to have a trail cat, which may or may not be true, but just for the sake of whatever, I decided to use one. So we're gonna kind of have to skate up and around that wall. And it's not that hard to do, but at the same time, I was watching some other people on here last night, and a lot of them were actually struggling with this part. Alright. You don't want to hit that wall too hard. Now you're kind of outside the boundaries of where you're supposed to be, but not too bad. So now you come down, and I think I actually went to the wrong tree. You can see there I'm against the invisible wall. So we're going to turn around and go back. It's this first little tree here in the shade, I believe. And we may have ourselves stuck. I'm gonna change position here. This is where you're like actually having to off-road some. So if I go too far to the left, I'll go through that wall like I'm starting to do now. And there you go. That's what happens if you go too far to the left here. Sometimes you can get back over it, sometimes you can't. Like so. Let's try this again. There's an invisible wall stopping me. So it looks like I gotta get up pretty high to get around that invisible wall. Sometimes this is harder than others. I don't know why. Sometimes I nail this my first try. Let's see. Ferrari Enzo, I haven't bought that one yet. Kind of like building the older cars. Let's see. If you want to buy a supercar, give it. Oh, I may try something like that. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. There we go. Had to go up to the top. And I think it's not working now. I did this earlier. As in like 10 minutes earlier. Just kind of hunt around until you find the hole in the wall. There we go. Nope, not quite. Uh-oh. Fell over it again. So just a few minutes ago we made it through here. Oh, nice. Rolling over actually helped me. But that's not helping me now. Okay, start over again here. Looks like it's getting dark, so that's going to actually make it more fun, like I was saying earlier. When you're doing this in the dark, it feels more like you're really off-roading. That was pretty quick and easy that time. I don't know if I can just find that stinking hole in the wall. I don't know how people find this type of stuff the first time. Let's see. Let's try going further down. I don't think it was down this far, but maybe it was. Maybe it's this tree. One of the trees, you just like barely scrape around it. Yep, it's that one. So all this time I've been trying to get around the wrong tree. Okay, so now we made it around the invisible wall. Now the other issue is this right here, where you're going to want to fall through the map. I'm not making it do that. So the one side is you can drive through the invisible wall, and it'll make you have to turn around and go all the way back like we just had to. The other side, you fall off the map. Oh crap. Like just there, I just hit the invisible wall. So I got to go back down here and around it again. So there's a combination of not going too far to the left and not too far to the right, or you fall through the earth into the great abyss. So this is the part where you just kind of just work your way through until it actually frees up a little bit. Right here it's really tight. I'm in between the wall and in between the edge of the map. It's going to free up to where I can drive a little more comfortable, but you'll still run through things eventually. Now the other note, the mistake I just made a second ago was somebody was starting, after I'd been here and like gone a long way, somebody was starting an event, and out of habit I hit the X button to join the event, and it when you're off the map like this, it doesn't take you to where you like see the little poster and can choose. It just automatically shoots you straight into the event. So if you want to do this, word of the wise, don't touch anything. Just focus on what you're doing. So right there on the edge of the invisible wall, and to the left is the edge of the map somewhere. So we're just creeping through here. We've got a long way to go to get to the river where we can drive underwater. The good thing is when you fall through the map, it puts you back where you fell from. So it's not the end of the world. But if you go too far to the right and you go through that invisible wall, you're done. You gotta go all the way back and start all over again. Here we go. Whew. It actually makes you like tense. It's a good feeling. It's fun. So there, it put me back up here where I can still drive. Let's switch to this mode. This actually feels like I'm off-road. Creeping very slow to try to prevent a mistake. You can see how close we are to the invisible wall just by seeing to the right where the edge is, where it drops down. So there's going to be several more times where I fall through the map probably, but hopefully nothing else that puts me back into the normal map. Yes, my other channel is RC Wilderness. Haven't posted anything on there since last fall. But I'm actually hoping to get out and film some for that tomorrow with the little crawler I've got. And then I'm going to start posting, as I fall through the earth, I'm going to start posting my RC videos onto Clutch Trick so I can just build this channel instead of trying to build 2 channels. Dang it. You can't really tell where the edge is at all. Sometimes you can catch yourself, sometimes you can't. So you're basically dealing with invisible obstacles on both sides. One that can totally screw you up and one that just slows you down for a little bit. Looks like it started me back far enough I could actually see my tracks for a little bit. And I could see where it ended, so I knew that was the place to turn right. A Losi Nightcrawler. That's the little one, isn't it? Right now I'm actually getting... I've got a lot of crawlers. All my stuff's crawlers. Well, not all of it, but most of it. And I'm trying to get out of the crawlers and get more into the... like the Tamiya, like the Clodbusters and the Blackfoots. I'll still keep a couple crawlers. I've got 2 Axial SCX-10s and a Vatera Ascender and an Axial AX-10 over here to my left. I'd like to trade that Vatera for a Clodbuster if I could. Later this week or this weekend, one of the things I've got to do when I finally start at WyoTech, I have to lose the facial hair. Sucks big time, but hopefully this will be a better opportunity for my family and for my channel, my career, with me working at WyoTech. So I'm gonna have to give up the facial hair. We're gonna do a live stream. Oh crap, I just flipped upside down and now something happened. So we'll do a live stream where I'm going to do like some racing and such, and basically you guys are going to make me shave my face and lose the facial hair. Right here I'm extremely close. You can't see it because of the dark. Extremely close to the wall on the right. And as you can see there, extremely close. Oh crap, I'm rolling backwards to the edge of the map where you fall through. That actually made me nervous. I thought we were going to roll down this hill and through the wall and have to start over again. Dang it. I would rather go through the map like that right there than to start over again. Being dark's making it really hard to see. Oh crap, that's the edge right there. So I've got to get past this rock. Oh crap. Somehow I've got to get through here. I made it through here just a minute ago. It was a lot easier to see where I was going in the daytime. So to my right is literally the edge. And now we're stuck. Fell through the map just enough to get stuck. So that steep edge you see right there to the right, that's the invisible wall. That's the point of no return, and we have to go back. But it's not straight, and the edge of the map's not straight, so you're just feeling your way through here. I actually feel a little bit nervous. Get all the way through here and then fall off again. Oh, going through the map. Oh, we're getting there. We're making progress. Stop falling. Okay. Oh, crap. I'm right on that edge every time I come up. Hey, Car Pro. Welcome to the stream here. Just so you know, since it's a little slow pace right now, I'm driving off the map. I'm behind the invisible wall. And if I go too far to my left, I fall off the map. If I go too far to my right, it puts me back through the invisible wall and back onto the regular map. And I'm on my way to a place where you can, oh good, you even asked what I'm doing, where you can drive underwater. So I'm having to kind of creep through here to try to avoid getting put back onto the regular map and try to avoid falling through the map like I just did there. I did this last night. I actually did it a few minutes ago. I made it all the way to the point I wanted to be at. And then I screwed up and got myself booted out of it. Right there, that edge you see is where the invisible wall is. And right there is where the edge of the map is. Pretty easy, huh? Fortunately, when you hit the edge of the map, it just puts you back in, so it's not a big deal. But if I hit that invisible wall, get out of the way, it will put me all the way back to where I started, and I have to do all this again. And that's no fun. Doing it in the dark is making it very difficult right now. Yes, I'm going out from the map. Okay. You know, I haven't tried anything. I haven't really played the crew much. Oh, crap. And I did this last night. I actually followed a guy that had done it before. And so I'm just trying to go back and do what we did then. And there wasn't any specific path he took, other than just feeling his way through here. But he told me all the possible mistakes I could make, and I didn't make them when I was with him. And now that I'm trying to do the live stream, ooh, there's something invisible. I am making all the mistakes that he told me not to make. And though the dark makes it a little more challenging and fun for me, it makes it to where you guys can't see. Like some of the places here I can feel the Jeep dipping down. It's where it's actually right on the edge of the map, and I'm falling through the map, but I'm able to keep driving. Yes, I'm on Xbox, actually online right now, Xbox Live. Let's see here. There, it just did the dip down thing, and now it's doing it. Just being very careful here not to go off that edge like that. How's my sound through the mic? I've got it set up next to me here, but I can never like tell. I don't know what it's doing. Ooh, I don't want to get off this. Looks like we're going to have to go down the hill a little bit. Going down the hill is where I run the chance of going through the invisible wall. Going about for the computer. You know, my computer could probably handle it, but I just never even thought of that. I'm actually using my computer though to film with. Okay, almost got stuck. So that steep hill right there is what usually puts you through the invisible wall. We want to avoid that at all costs. Oh crap, oh crap. Sounds good, great. Okay. Now it seems like every time even though I keep my settings the same, every time I set up a live stream, something's wrong with sound or video quality or something. Today actually seems to be going pretty good though. It's my first time doing it during the day. Maybe my other issue is I'm doing it at night and I'm like out of my head or something. Starting to get some daylight so you guys can see what's going on again. So just a few minutes ago in the live stream, I made it all the way past this point, all the way to the river where I wanted to be. Everything was going good, and then somebody started an event. And out of habit, I clicked the X button to join the event. But when you're off the map like this, it doesn't give you the option to look at what the event is and then get out. It just puts you straight into it. So I had to start all the way over again. And that's how we get to where we are now. So now that it's daylight, you can see those rocks down there to my right. That's where the invisible wall is. And that hole I just fell through is where the edge of the map is. So I'm trying to go in between the two. Yeah, I think you're right. The quality of the video is probably because of the darkness right now. It actually, I don't see it very good myself. Looks like the sun's coming up. And then also where I'm at, on Comcast, and being during the day, a lot of times I stream at night, so it's not an issue, but being during the day here, I'm in a town that's kind of remote, and with all the businesses and people online, it's probably interfering with my internet quality some. So this was just kind of like my first ever attempt at live streaming during the day to see how it goes. Oh, do you like the speed paint type stuff, or when I'm just like painting and talking, or both, or? Because honestly, when I made this channel, I didn't plan on getting into the painting stuff so much. I was actually thinking more like the Forza Motorsports type stuff. Actual racing and tuning and driving. And then I found myself really enjoying the painting aspect and designing paint schemes on here. So, let's see. And even though nobody's gotten on here yet, but just so you guys know, when I am live streaming, I'm on here for the viewers. So if at any point during the stream you join me, just know I'm not talking through this mic at all. So I'm only talking to my viewers. Oh, like when I did the rust design, so when kind of like the tutorial type stuff. You know, that oddly has been the most popular video I've made so far. I had no idea when I made that video that it was going to be popular at all. If I knew that, I would have done a better job. So getting pretty close to that invisible wall here. You can't see it. It's actually not at the rock wall. It's a little bit to the left of the rock wall, or a little bit closer to me than the rock wall. But if I hit it too hard or hit it just right, it'll put me on the other side of the rock wall. And then I got to go all the way down and start over again. And you can see how long this is taking. And this is my other option. Yeah, I'll show the map here. Kind of give you an idea where I'm at. So I'm down here, and we're almost to where I'm headed to. I'm headed towards the water. Almost there. And where I started is right here. That's where I came into, or where I got off the map. I think it was right there. No, it's right here. This is where I got off the map. So we've kind of just been going along this edge all this time through the dark. And now we're almost to where we're going to be able to drive underwater. And that's pretty cool. Trying to hug this outside edge because I would rather fall through the map and respawn right here than have to go all the way back to that house and do all this again. Okay, I see the water. We're almost there. It's kind of fun when it starts to fall through and then you like bounce back up. But when you just fall all of a sudden, that's no fun. Like that right there, that's kind of fun. But there shows me I'm pretty close to that invisible wall too. Yes, I think you can play on both. There's a setting, I know I have a setting on mine here where I can choose to play with just people on Xbox or with mixed. And of course I've got it set so I'll play with everybody. So to my knowledge, you can do both. I know it may seem silly, like why does he not just go around the trees, those little trees? But it's because I'm concerned if I go off that steep hill, I'll go through the invisible wall here. Just like I'm kind of going through that tree right there. Things are just different when you're out here. That is really weird. I wonder if it'll let me back up. There's a tree growing through my Jeep. Okay, too close to that steep hill there. So we want to get beyond that rock boundary there. That's there to kind of stop you if you're just playing on the regular map, if you can get to this point. And if you were down there, you would not be able to come up the hill to where I'm at right now. There would be the invisible wall stopping you. So now I've made it past that wall. I can get down in the water at this point, I believe. Once you get down there, you can kind of bounce around and jump through stuff and do things a little different. come on. Almost had it. Okay, so here's what I've been working for. I think at times you are the only one watching the stream right now. It shows 2 people watching. It says this is my first ever attempt at a daytime stream, so kind of not sure what to expect. But check this out. So I'm in the water, and you see the water, but all of a sudden I'm underwater. Bloop. This is where things get really freaky. But I want to show you from the drone real quick. Let's see. So this is what the drone sees. Nothing. So if you keep going down the river here, you're going to get to another spot that may or may not screw up everything. Oh, and a thing I've learned here too, like when it's in this screen, like trying to find the car, return the car, it takes longer, a lot longer when you're out here. Last night I actually thought I was going to have to turn off the Xbox. I was at a spot where I fell through the map and everything went black for like 2 full minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. And then all of a sudden I appeared, but I was right at the spot where I fell again, so I fell again and then it did it again. So for that, when I reappeared the next time, I already had my throttle all the way down in reverse, and it just, I backed up and everything was good. But it was kind of weird. See, I've heard of like some people doing videos about driving underwater and such, but I never actually watched the videos, to be honest with you. I just saw them. I didn't know you could do it on Forza. It's actually really neat how it looks. It just looks like there's no water. So down here, you can actually drive pretty normal. So here it looks like this is the end of the universe. This is where space and time all come to an end. This is where you go from being on planet Earth, planet Forza, to eternity. And you can do it. Even leaves tracks. That's the funny thing. So here I'm like, you can see under that hill and see the mountains on the other side. But I don't want to go out here too far because really nothing changes. It's just the same as this the whole way out. And then just all of a sudden you're gone. Let's see the map again. So just a quick. What's really funny, there's all these other people on here playing, and nobody has noticed me being completely off the map. Nobody's come down here to check out and see what's going on. But that's where I'm at. I'm way down here in the middle of nowhere. I don't want to fall off out here because we could be sitting here for like 2 or 3 minutes of just blackness with nothing going on. Now this is the part where I think if you come here, bring a friend, because you can jump up out of the water, and I think it'd be cool to be on the side and see what it looks like to see a car just fly out of the water, and I'll do it right here to show you. So apparently you just like come out of nowhere and just fly out of the water. No, well, I have not tried going any further on the map, so let's just look. I wonder, like, how far I can go. I know you can go in the water there. It's no problem. And you're still on the map. So I guess the only thing you could do is, like, drive out here, probably. So I'll try to drive over. I want to do some Jeep builds and some Jeep racing. Let's see if we can't get back over to the land of the living here. You know, I think the way I did it yesterday, I actually jumped out of the water hard enough to go over those rocks. Let's just start with that. That didn't work. Okay, you go ahead and go on the toilet there. You go on the toilet or go in the toilet? Poor network connections. So I pretty much just have to violently break my way through here. No, don't. No, don't. Never mind. I got through here last night this way. We're still at a place like any wrong move and I'll fall through the map. Like that. At least my Jeep's clean now. I think if you hug these rocks pretty close, you can get through without falling. Didn't even see that rock there. It's pretty dang close to the edge of the map right there. Pretty dang close. Let's just see how far we can go. Wow. Well, looks like that rock might be the barrier. You're back. That was quick. So, man, I'm sliding off the map. So it looks like that rock is pretty much the end of the fun here. Like, literally. Not sure what you mean by when you fly through the map. If you're talking about like viewing the map. When you view the map, you see where I am, but my cursor can go way out here, if that's what you mean. But as far as driving, I can't go any more to the left. Now, if I use my drone, the drone will fall through the map also and kind of screw things up. So if I want to stay, I either have to go down and around these rocks and back up, or go over them. And I don't think there's a way to go down and around them. I'm going to have to go over them somehow. Which I don't think there's really a way to do that either. Well, maybe. Let's see here. Oh, when you fall through the map. You fall through the map, is that the end of it? No, it spawns you right back where you were. Let's see if we can tune this Jeep to help us get up this. I'm gonna lock up my differentials. They're already locked up. Okay, never mind. Using a winch would really be cool right about now. Oh, almost made it. Just enough to make you think you're going to make it, but you're really not. I guess some progress is better than no progress. We're about to make it over these rocks that I thought we couldn't make it over. Alright, we made it. I really didn't think that was possible. So, yeah, now we're just toying around with the edge. This is the only real fun off-roading I've done on this game. It's when you actually have the challenge of falling through the map. So let's see how far out here the edge is. Looks like we got a little more space. Nope, not much. So this is what happens when you fall through the map. It just puts you right back where you were. So that's a good thing. Whoa. Man, they've got it tight here. You're either going to have to be up on the rocks or you're not going to make it, I think. Even the rocks aren't complete, you can see up under that rock. Oh crap. Is it the end of the map? No, it's not. It's not the end of the map if you're talking about where you can see. So, I guess I don't know what you mean completely. When you're looking at the map from above, you actually see way more of the map. Just like here, you can see out that direction, but I can't drive out that way. Oh goodness. So another place I'm going to have to go over the rocks, looks like. I was hoping I could go out and around that rock there. Don't even know what just happened. I just know all of a sudden I'm in a different spot here. take a quick peek at the map and see where I'm at now. All right. So I think I'll work my way up here and then go across the water and then go over there and join those guys in some playground games or something. That, or I could build a Jeep. I haven't built a race Jeep. Maybe I need to do that. There's the edge again. Looks like it gives you some more space here again. Well, every time I say that, I fall through. Like, that's the way to know you're at the edge, is you say you're not at the edge. Anytime I see these rocks, I get nervous that this is it. This is the place where I go no further. Whoa. So that is the place. I'm going to have to drive over this rock somehow without flipping. Almost made it. Rusty S13 Sylvia. Yeah, I can do that. I was actually thinking about making this Jeep rusty. Whoa, what is that? That's a pretty steep hill. I was just starting to think, I'm getting really far away here now. So right there, the edge of that water is where the invisible wall is. If I go through it, I can't come back here, I don't think. Rusty Willys. I can do that. I've got a Willys Jeep on here I really like. It's got a tune on it that's just for being stupid. It's just really powerful and really bad suspension, so it flips and wheelies and does stupid stuff. Can paint that thing up. Wow. Okay, let's bite the bullet. Where will it put me? Ah! Let's bite the bullet. Let's go and get the Willys. Oh, that's a cool spot. I gotta take a picture of that. I won't. I've got to do the drone. Can you take a picture with the drone? Oh crap. Okay. So that's what... You just saw what happened with the drone. The drone just decided it didn't want to exist anymore. I'm still surprised none of these people that are playing in this session here, this group, whatever you call it, have come over to check out what the guy that's clear off the map is doing. Nobody has. They're so focused and going back and forth with the drag strip. Oh, wow, that was weird. Help me! So I'm about to get back over onto the regular map and go get my willies. Paint that sucker. Make it rusty. That was weird. Okay, looks like we're right here where there's some rocks. So I'm gonna see what's behind these rocks and then change pace a little bit here. So as I was falling, I saw rocks, like a line of them. Thought I did. Maybe I didn't. All right. That's enough of that from me. Yes, yes. Oh crap, don't falter again. So my gamer tag is Clutch Trick, so when you do get that, just friend me or follow me on there and you'll see when I'm online. There's a lot of times I'm on here when I'm not filming or not live streaming. I'm just kind of relaxing for the night, and I like to play playground games and just kind of hang out. So. Alright, let's head over and get the willies. I like doing this sometime where I'm not actually watching where I'm going, just kind of see what happens, and it looks cool like this. Kind of a cool way to look at the vehicle. We'll go hop in the willies and give it like an old school paint job. There's actually a lot of those willies in my town here sitting around that are rusty and old looking. No, this Jeep doesn't handle very good when you're going fast. I'm not sure why that is. Alright, time to switch gears a little bit and do some paint work on the Wileys. I wonder if it's going to be in our Jeep, or yeah, there it is. I love this thing so much, I almost don't want to mess with it. Everybody does the military look, but here you actually see a lot of them running around that are different colors, like just civilian Jeeps that people had. Don't really want to do the military look because that's just so common. Let's take this and let's fine tune it a little bit. Make it look a little bit brown and muddy. Not like mud, like dirt on it. Change the rims. Drift build on the Jeep in the video. I could do that. Yeah, we're going to change up the rims and make this thing look old. So when I say muddy, I mean like kind of just change the type of color, not like it's got dirt on it. Not yet. More realistic type color, because you didn't see like bright Jeep colors back in this time period. You saw stuff that was a little more like this. A little more like that. So we're going to paint it that color. Make the wheels. No. I want to paint this to look like one of the Jeeps that I see driving around town here. Kind of make the wheels look a little bit dingy looking. And the phone's ringing. Who could that be? So we go to apply decals. Sorry about the phone ringing, guys. Now I hear the neighbor's dog barking. Okay, so I took off all of my stickers. We're going to go back and change. Let's see, let's change the diameter of the tires or the wheels right now, just to kind of help with the visual of the rust. Actually, do I want to do that? I actually like those wheels that are on it because they kind of look like what people throw on a lot of Jeeps. Just a cheap steel wheel. Let's go like that. That'll work. So yeah, we made the rims as small as they'll go. This thing's really going to handle stupid now. So now I'll go back and make it look rusty. This will take a little bit of time, but I'm not going to spend forever on it. Typically you see like the top part of the hood where the hood curves around, kind of gets worn. Definitely the door opening where people get in and out. You're going to see some wear in the paint. Around the wheel well openings, chips and such. So maybe I can do this kind of halfway quick. Let's see. We'll start with the hood. Let's go ahead and get the rust, like the actual sticker on here before I worry too much about the color of it. That's a good start right there. I'm liking that. And actually the color's not too bad. Let's keep that color for now. I really don't like having to deal with these different panels like this. How it makes that hard line. I agree with you. I wish we could put the vinyls on the wheels also. Agree with you there. Let's go back here. So that kind of gave me the little spot where people like rub their hand down the edge of the hood and wear it out. Let's see. Don't want to get too much going on here. In fact, let's see here. I want to make that fender look good. I'm going to work on the door and come back to the fender. Let my brain think about it for a minute. Let's just skew this. I enjoy painting the rusty cars. They kind of, I don't know, you feel like you're actually trying to, you have like a goal that you're working on. Instead of just doing some of the race car stuff, it's a little too easy. You get in there and you like throw stripes on it and boom, race car. That's not so fun all the time. So I'm trying to make this just look like it's kind of worn, like people sliding in and out all the time with their hands on the paint, wearing it out. I wonder if it'll let me go up this windshield pillar. Nope. That would help a lot. These little things here are where the real magic's at for the rust. And you make it look like something's running down. At least for me, that's the part I really like. Makes it look for real. Let's see, there's a body seam right there. Those things can rust. Some bolts. I only wish you could make this so it's not pointed at both ends. because that screws me up. Like in this part here, I only want it to look like it's running down from these bolts. I don't want to look like it's coming all the way down. I like how you can get down there on the frame where I just lost it. There we go. Let's spin this. Kind of make the frame look rusty. I can't see where I'm at now. Okay, that's good enough on that. But this right here is good for adding in some stone chips. I want to darken up the color a little bit. And just throw some stuff there. Definitely. Oh, you can see up inside the wheel well. It's probably hard for you guys to see, but you may see it flashing there if I leave it there long enough. Up inside the wheel well. So I'm just hitting the stamp button and moving this along. That really helps to give an old vehicle that realistic type look. And you know, up here on this part where we said that it looks like somebody's kind of rubbed all the paint off of it, you're gonna have some stone chips in that area too, so let's hit that. You know, some places where it like got chipped and then rusted before the paint got rubbed off, so it's a little bit different color. Okay. I'll go ahead and throw some up inside the wheel well. Oh crap. Definitely don't want like an old rusty Jeep that has like a clean frame with no rust on it. That would look silly. Now the top of that fender is kind of getting me a little bit. Oh. Let's actually go back again. Get along that top edge there. The cool part's after you get one side like you like it, you can just transfer it all to the other side. Saves you some time. Instead of having to do this all again on the other side. It's not looking too shabby. Still not liking the top of that fender. I wish there was a way you could move this stuff faster. Hi Maiden Forever. Welcome to the stream here. You don't want it to look like a repeating pattern, so it's good to mix things up. And then also, like, notice the corner of the fender there. You know, why not just go ahead and make this look like it is related, like that's one big chip there. Kind of helps add to the realism a little bit. So here I just go insert all from right side to left, and now that side's done. Just need to finish up the front and the top and such. So let's see here. I like to use a lot of cut and paste. Actually, cutting that one out helped. So I'll just move this over to the other side here. Now, thanks to the lighting, you can't really tell. Can't really tell what you're doing sometimes on this part. Trying to make this look like a thin little stripe on top here, but I'm not getting it right. No, not liking that. Just leave it a little bit there. And then let's see this. Throw some chips up here on the hood. Now my little anchors, the hooks there that hold the hood down, those are not getting painted. They're just staying. That's not gonna be cool. It's really hard to see what you're doing here on that front bumper or front fender. There we go. I feel like the hood's just lacking something. I need something up there. There we go. I'm gonna make this big. Sometimes on the tops of cars, maybe there was like a tarp put over it or plastic bag or something kind of put over it to supposedly to protect it from the elements, but what actually happens is it causes rust spots that look like this sometimes. And we can go in and turn down the transparency on that, make it so it's not such a big deal. You see that on a lot of vehicles that have been in storage for a long time in wet climates and such. So I'm not totally in love with the wear spots on the hood. I'm not sure about that. I may leave them. Let's see. It's good just to use the stamp button, instead of having to reinvent the wheel all the time. And you know something I should have done? I should have made this a matte or semi-gloss paint job. Let's see if it'll let me paint in that shovel. Not till after I get the front of the bumper. Front of the fender. So I want to paint the shovel itself. Somehow. There we go. Actually, let's just do this. Let's just start from scratch on the shovel. Wow, there's a lot of layers there. You mean like make the shovel gray? So I don't think I can do. Well, I could. Maybe. I was actually going to try to make it. Make it look like it was all torn up and scratched up. That's what I need. It's wanting to fight me on the shape. See if I skew it a little bit. Will that change it? No. Kind of looks like an actual shovel now, like it's been used. There we go. So then I could come back and make the shovel gray, like you say, by putting that underneath everything else. But let's see. Yeah, because we want it to look like it's old. So we do gray. Do I want to use that? It's gonna be no, that's not gonna work. Let's see. Let's just start. Oh. Almost. Let's just start with this. Scratches in the shovel. Yeah, there's going to be the scratches. Let's see. So we'll take this. Now that we have that, and we'll move it all the way to the bottom so you see the brown scratches on top of the shovel. That should work. Yeah. Now we want to change the size of it. Dang it, I moved it. Ah, look what it does to the backside though. So it's cool that you got the the gray looking shovel, but it makes it gray behind the shovel, which I guess is kind of okay because it, you know, when you're putting the shovel on and taking it off, you're going to beat the vehicle up some. But I don't like how it looks like back here. It's kind of messed up looking. So kind of got mixed feelings on that. Let's take the gray back off. I think that looks more realistic. Now we could do like a red on the axe handle. Let's just put that, whoops. Dang it, now I gotta remake it. Apply vinyl shape. So we'll make the axe handle, wonder if that'll fit. No, it won't. We'll make it red. Oh, but that's going to make my shovel handle red too. So I can do something on top of it. Dang, that sucks. Now I've got to paint the shovel handle itself. These shapes don't really lend themselves very well to what you're trying to do. We'll see when we zoom out. We may make it a less bright red. Like a lot of axe handles are really dark red. There we go with that. I think I will tone down the brightness of that red. Gonna change color. Let's fine tune it. First, let's go to a more red. Down here. I can add some of these type marks to the shovel. Like inline gouges there. Getting the size on these shapes like this is right, is pretty rough. I'm going to go back and make this a matte color on the Jeep. Transparency down. Kind of hard to see there, I'm sure. It's hard for me to see. All right, we'll fill in the back here. Let's just start with that. Okay, let's you paint this wheel. Kind of line that up down there at the bottom. So to make it easy on myself, I just go over here and copy and paste. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. Kind of looks like stuff's running, like running down out of the back from behind the wheel. Maybe a little too much there. We'll leave it. Hello from Germany. Glad to see you on here. I'm in Wyoming. Great state of Wyoming. The least populated state in the entire U.S. So let's, man, I don't like that fuel can is all like a different color and stuff. I don't like that. Maybe let's hit this line here. And see. Will it let me put this on that little area behind the back seat? Don't think it will. Okay, whoop, there it is. There it is right there. But you see it on the stinking wheel also. Don't like that. We're just going to do without it. Maybe we'll put this down here. You know, I forgot when I come in here and paint like this, a lot of times it gets my video flagged because of this music that's playing in the background. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just part of the game. All right. That's pretty much the finished project. I don't think I want to spend a whole lot more time on this. Even though I could definitely make that front end look better, I think. The more I look at it, the more I want to work on it. Let's do it. Let's, I just don't like the way like so much of the hood is covered up with that, with this stuff. Either, you know, I think I really need to do either make more of the hood that way or less of it that way. But if I think of how these things really look, and they're usually pretty rusty on the hood. So I'm just going to slide through here with this. With this image and just keep stamping. Now the real downside here is I can't paint the inside of the vehicle. That's where everything just kind of falls apart. It doesn't look right. Everything's rusty out here, but then the roll cage and the inside's all pristine looking. Can I try driving now? Yeah, I'm kind of getting tired of painting myself right now. I think, let's see. What do we want to do? Let's go do some playground games with this vehicle. But first, let me share this paint job. We'll just name it Rusty. So that's something you can download. Saved current car, yep. Now this is like a fully built Jeep, but I've got the front suspension set really stiff on purpose, so it's always like bouncing up and down, and not really quite a wheelie tune, but just a stupid driving tune. I actually did this so I could make a video where the Jeep's just running through, like hitting stuff and jumping and just acting stupid. So that's the way it's tuned. It flips over a lot. It does backflips a lot.
In 400 yards, turn right.
And now it's nighttime again.
Turn right.
But I want to go hook up some playground games with this thing.
Calculating route. In 100 yards, keep left. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Oh, crap. I could not have hit that tunnel on purpose if I tried. I really don't like driving at night on here. It just takes all the fun out of it. Can't see anything. Let's see here.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. 200 yards.
What's the medium? I want to do the large.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Oh, somebody else is setting up an event. Let's hope it's a playground game. When I do a playground game, I'm going to do all Jeeps.
Recalculating route.
It's a race. Drag strip. Whatever. We'll race them in the Jeep, even though this Jeep is not going to be fast. As soon as this race is over, I'm going to go set up an event, do an all Jeep event. Alright, the Jeep against everybody in the world. Aventadors, Ford GT, Koenigsegg, Unicorn. I bet you money I'll be the last person. I bet. We will be the last. Yep, pretty much heading towards the last place finish. Uh-oh. I might actually get to race this. There's no way. Oh look, we've got the collisions turned off. That Lambo was really slow. He must be stock. So let's go set up an event real fast and use this thing.
Turn it is safe to do so.
Dang it, I keep hitting the thing.
Recalculating route. In 100 yards, turn left.
Oh, that's where the medium is. I don't want to do a
Turn
medium.
around when it is safe to
Dang
do
it, he's
so.
already down there. Setting up a stinking drag race again, probably.
In 400
We'll just
yards,
camp out.
turn left.
Class X race event. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to camp out and wait until he's done with his event.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 200 yards, turn left. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I think I may have adjusted the suspension on this thing because it's not bouncing around like it used to.
Recalculating route. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Okay, that drag race has to be getting close to finished. %0 complete. What? Okay, there they go. Come on. Come on. The event is over. Let me make my event. What is going on here? There we go. We'll do infected, make it short and sweet. We'll make it for geeps only, open class, race settings, less 10 minutes, custom morning. All right, there we go. Now let's just hope someone actually joins us. Kind of frustrating when you set this stuff up and nobody joins. It's taking a long time. I'm thinking nobody's joining. Oh, maybe. Maybe not. Yes, somebody joined. So all Jeeps. Let's see. Is it going to be just me and like one other guy? Nope, we've actually got some people, and I'm not infected to start off. All Jeep Willies, good. This should be decent. When I do this stuff, I deliberately like to not be a jerk. So instead of like going and hiding on something, I'll deliberately kind of keep the game rolling by actually getting close to the people sometimes. Sometimes I'll chase the infected guy. Oh crap. Where is this guy? Okay. I can hear him, but I can't see where he's at. Looks like he's inside the building. Oh crap. They're both infected. But I can only see one. Oh, there they are. Now the fun starts. If I can just keep from flipping over, I might be able to stay away from them. Oh goodness, they're both just like straight up chasing me. Oh, this is too much fun sometimes. Oh crap. I know my eyes get really big when I'm playing this. Here they come. Almost got me that time. What's actually more successful a lot of times is keeping it slow and making lots of tight turns instead of doing this really high speed stuff. Whoa! He went right over the top of me. Ah, I touched him myself. It was my fault. Almost made it through that. That was all my fault. I wonder if they'll do it again.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route.
Ah, you beat me to it.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
So we'll do this. So this one's only 5 minutes. I'm going to see if I can last the full 5 minutes. Should I do this Jeep? Crap, I'm running out of time. I'm just going to have to go with this one right now. I want to try the Trail Cat. I think I'll have better luck with it. try to drift it. I could drift this. I think it makes you, I don't think you can put street tires on this. Oh wow. This is going to be challenging. Me in a Willys Jeep trying to catch a guy in a Ford GT. You know how you do that? I just learned this the other day. Since I know he's faster than me, I know he handles better than me. You kind of gotta play a little bit sneaky with him. So it looks like he's just barely moving around a little bit down there. He can't see me. He has no idea where I'm at. But I can see him on the map. He's coming this way. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's going slow. He's looking around trying to see where I'm at. Doesn't know where I'm at. Time to strike. Oh, he's up there on that thing. Jerk. Gotcha. See, it can be done. You just gotta be a little bit sneaky. You gotta think about it. 1 minute and 12 seconds for a Jeep Willys to catch a Ford GT. I'm proud of that one. Make a Skyline Nissan. Actually, today is all Jeep stuff. I'm gonna do an all GTR live stream later in the week, possibly tomorrow night. That's actually the plans for the next stuff, is all Nissan GTRs, Skylines, whatever you want to call them. Times I've infected others, 102. All right. Drift tune on the Jeep. Is that really what you want to see? Is this the best Jeep for a drift tune? Probably not with the short wheelbase. Let's go back over to the festival. Let's pick out a Jeep for a drift build. I could actually do like a Trailcat drift build. Let's buy another one. I'm gonna buy another one because I don't want to screw up that one. We'll go Jeep shopping today. Maybe there's another Jeep. Let's do something totally different. But it's gonna be Jeep. So there's a Trailcat. I got that. SRT8, I love those. Regular Rubicon, Wagoneer. I don't have the ability to do the Renegade. Let's do this one here. My dad actually just bought a Jeep like this, a real one, red 2-door. Let's see. Yeah. Let's just go the original stuff. I like that. We're going to paint it anyway, so it's not really a big deal here. But I like the fact that that right there just looks like a Jeep. We'll see how this drift build goes. If this doesn't work out, then we can switch back to the Trailcat. This is basically the same type thing. I've actually never bought one of these on the game. I haven't built it, so I don't have a clue what my options are here. There's no presets. That would have been nice to have some kind of preset. Converting it to two-wheel drive, of course. It was 6.2 V8. Let's turbo it. Because drift car. Now, this is what I'm curious about. What can I change here? Because looks is what matters so much. No, not doing that. We may come back and do a winch. We'll see. Rear bumper. Just puts a wing on it. That's dumb. So it looks like all of your options are like actual real world options for a Jeep. I think we can all agree that a drift build needs a snorkel. So let's do the snorkel just for fun. Let's make it have more power. So this is going to put me at like 1500 horsepower. I think on this engine. No, it's not. It's like 1,000 something. Short wheelbase, awful handling vehicle, drift build. Perfect. I really wish that you could like jack this thing up. Oh no. All I can do is rally springs, but that at least gives me the option to be able to adjust it. I'm gonna make it rigid and lightweight. Dirt tires are my only option. That increases grip. I don't want to do that. So we'll leave the original ones on here. Oh, let's see. I'll go big fat tires at first and see how that affects us. I want to go with a lightweight type wheel. That looks pretty good. But we want it to look like a drift, like some moron actually used a Jeep to build a drift car. Really hate that I can't put stinking street tires on this thing. I'll just go with this for now. I don't want to spend all day on wheels. Make them as big as possible. That's pretty much it. That is just so stupid looking. Yeah, we'll do the winch just for the sake of it. And we'll do this here. And we'll do this here. And did we do the hood? Yeah, we did that snorkel. So it puts me at 1,000 horsepower. I really wish this thing would pop wheelies. Brief paint job. Nobody's going to drift a normal looking Jeep. It's got to be all bright looking and stuff. Don't know if I'm liking that or not. It's not the direction I've planned on going. Stay with me here. Anytime I do a drift build, I have to do some crazy looking paint job on it. There we go, making the wheels pretty much match the paint, except, oh, they change colors. There we go. Now, quick stickers, and it's off to drifting with the stupid Jeep. Apply decals. Let's see here. I really wish you could make the vinyls in all the same colors that you can paint the vehicle in. Okay, I don't want to waste a whole lot of time on a paint job, so load final. Because you're going to eat soon. I need to eat soon too. Let's see here. Yeah, we're pretty much done as soon as I do the highlight around this. Alright, that's all I plan on doing there. Now we'll just see if we can drift this thing at all. And we'll let Car Pros go eat. We've got to do some tuning on it when it gets here to make sure that it's actually a driftable vehicle. I wish it would let you just slam this thing on the ground, completely on the ground. Some street tires. Well, it drifts that good without any tuning. So let's see here. Take our rear tires all the way down. Let's go all the way down. Gear ratio, I'm going to leave it alone. Negative camber there, never hurt anybody. You're going to. We're almost done here. We'll slap a quick tune on it. Springs we want pretty dang stiff, especially in the rear. But I want to drop my ride height all the way down. All right. And I want to switch to, oh, where's it at? To manual. Wow, didn't really lower it much. This is going to take some tuning to make it actually, holy crap. Wow, maybe there's a reason why I haven't seen many Jeep drift builds. There we go. Need to adjust the gear ratio some. Well, there you go. That's a drift build and a Jeep. Let's do a little bit of tuning to it. I want to gear it way down. Yes, Car Pro, I will be making more live streams. I've got this week off because I'm between jobs, starting something new. So I'm definitely going to be on here more this week. So thanks for joining, man. Let's see, dampening. Let's make the rear stiff. This vehicle is not very forgiving once you start to get too far out. Doesn't really like to let you correct it. It's almost like trying to drift a Jeep or something. Alright, enough of the Jeep drift build. I leveled up by spinning donuts. Let's see what we get here. Alright, I'm pretty much going to wrap this up here in just a few minutes and be back tomorrow evening with a GTR, all GTR live stream. Alright, that is it for today's live stream. I'm going to be getting off here. Tomorrow night, most likely, I'll be back on with an all GTR live stream. And I will be doing that in the evening time, which is when you'll usually see me here. If you like this video, I hope you'll like it. If you like this channel, I hope you'll subscribe. Thanks. Have a great day.